उनके लिए मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, किसी भी हद तक जा सकता हूँ।
Top Crimson, hello. Alright. After solo raid is over. Solo raid season is important time for Nikke players. So maybe in 5 days time. Probably. Four days is the anniversary. Well, then in 4 days time then. Hopefully. Let's see. Lifetime. Alright, done. Co-op? Yes, no talking. Come. It's co-op time. LKC 25 L05 L0S. They release everything on the event. Nice. Okay. Nice. Ooh. Wow, it's a 1 month long event. What the fuck? 1-10. Details, messes, travels, events, stages will be open for a limited time. Alright. Oh, so there's 1 week between part 1, part 2 and part 3. Maybe this is the first story that I'll actually read. It's an anniversary event story after all. No talking is here. Nice. They already did ghosts in summer event. Fair. Alright, so we need this is the team that we need. Listen up. We need Robbie Red Hood. Robbie Red Hood. Ray. Is it Ray? Is Ray the best? Sure. Robbie Red Hood. Robbie Red Hood. Ray. Siren. Crown. Man, new players must be so sad if you don't have Ray. Like, that's so much damage. Yeah. What's up, Silva? Welcome. So yeah, Robbie Red Hood, Ray, Crown, Siren. You just go all in. Big damage. Bam, 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 bam. Easy win. How built up the Nikkes are doesn't matter in co-op. Actually, it does. It does. It does. You do Siren? Alright, take Siren. Yeah. Dance move. Yeah. Dance move. Looking for two more players from the Southeast Asia server to join our top 10% co-op. We're looking for top 10% because top 10% is where all the good stuff is at. So if you are on the Southeast Asian server, please join us. LKC25LOS. L0S. L0S. What's up, Lostar? Hello. Oh my, one more. Shinderu. Nani? Sa! Suksa! Sa! 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 Huh! Huh! Suksa! Huh! Huh! Villagers hope, get in here, please help. Check DM? Alright, I'll check. これは何ですか、Villagers Hope さん。これは、ゲートキーパーガイド。かっこいいね。Okay, so this is what we need to do later for the QTE. Alright, chat. No talking and freelancer. This is what we need to do for gatekeeper. Of course, Rapi Red Hood probably should not be shooting. Why Rapi Red Hood not shooting? Cause she explodes. When she does the exploding shot, all the white circles are gonna get fucked. So instead, everybody else is gonna take one lane each. Left lane. Siren. No talking now. You're taking Siren. You take left lane, okay? Next lane is Crown. Crown will do middle lane. And then the last lane, Main Mask does more than Ray. Is that true? Oh, I thought Ray would do more. Siren left lane. Crown middle lane. Right lane, mid mast. I will take Villagers Hope's recommendation. We do need one more player though. One more player. Southeast Asia. Shot. Yeah. Shot. 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 You don't have mid mask built? It's okay. I can use my mid mask. Lulu, come join us. Lulu, come join us. Come. Oh, I almost cut my finger. Alright, here we go. So, let's do some revision before we start. We are running Siren, Crown, Rappi Red Hood, mid mast. Now, Crown and mid mast are gonna go CCM. Alright, that part is understood, right? Rappi Red Hood, our job is to burst fast, burst on time, do big damage. And finally, during the QTE part, which is this part, Siren take the left lane. Alright? This is your lane, Siren. Whoever is playing Siren, boom, this is your lane. Crown, you're taking this lane. Crown, this is your responsibility. Do this lane. Mid mast, do this lane. This tree. Alright. Just go pop. Like, that's it. That's all we need to know. Burst fast, burst hard, do big damage, destroy the Rapture Empire. Let's go. Okay, we go on Siren. We have a Crown, Rappi, and I will be mid mast. If we fail, do not leave, do not quit. We are coming in to get all the way to the end. Once we get to the end, we're probably in the top 10%. And we do big damage, big PP, we win. Easy.
मेरी फैमिली को तो सकता हूँ, किसी भी हद तक जा सकता हूँ, फिर कोई चाहे मुझे मतलब ही कहे, मेरे लिए मेरी फैमिली वो दुनिया है, उनके लिए मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, किसी भी हद तक जा सकता हूँ।
Nice.
फिर कोई चाहे मुझे मतलब ही कहे।
Alright, big damage on boss. Big damage on boss. Big damage on boss.
उनके लिए मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, किसी भी हद तक जा सकता हूँ, फिर कोई चाहे मुझे मतलब ही कहे, मेरे लिए मेरी फैमिली वो दुनिया है, उनके लिए मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, किसी भी हद तक जा सकता हूँ, फिर कोई चाहे मुझे मतलब ही कहे, मेरे लिए मेरी फैमिली वो दुनिया है।
Very good. The next one, mid mast will burst.
किसी भी हद तक जा सकता हूँ, फिर कोई चाहे मुझे मतलब ही कहे, मेरे लिए मेरी फैमिली वो दुनिया है।
Sorry, there's a weird sound in the background, huh?
Tell me the story of victory. Have a taste of adventure. Fully active. Here's through.
Alright, we keep pushing. Easy. Very easy. Doing good.
Tell me the story of victory. Down with those who would threaten the kingdom. Fully active. Pierce through. Take them all out for the sake of adventure.
Do we need to shoot the... Alright, I guess it's dead now.
I'll go at an easy pace. Tell me the story of victory. Down with those who would threaten the kingdom.
Alright. Next cycle, mid-mass burst. Next cycle, mid-mass is gonna burst.
Tell me the story of victory. Have a taste of adventure. Fully active. Pierce through. Ahead. Fire at will. Tell me the story of victory. Down with those who would threaten the kingdom. Fully active.
Round 1, big damage on boss. Very good, very good, very big damage. Whip it out, big damage all over the place.
Charging up adventure. Tell me the story of victory.
Second crown. Okay, next one is mid-mass.
Have a taste of adventure. Fully active. Pierce through. Take them all out for the sake of adventure.
Okay, crown.
Tell me the story of victory. Down with those who would threaten the kingdom. Fully active. Pierce through.
Doing good.
Fire at will.
Just need to do 2 more good cycles and we are A-OK. Go home bay. Feeling like I'm from bay.
Down with those who would threaten
Alright.
the kingdom.
The last one is mid-mass burst, alright? How much dollars in your pocket? 70. 70.
Tell me the story of victory.
Oh, this is me. Shit.
Victory. Let's
Shit.
crack open some rum.
I fucked up at the last part, but it's okay. We're top 10%. It's fine. Good job, gang. Good job. Good job, gang. Good job. Oh, Manuel Valdez, subscribe. Thank you very much for the sub. What's the ranking list? No. Okay, I am gonna exit this thing. We could have done just like a few more million damage, but we're top 2.29% in the world. That's not bad. Yo, chat, that's not bad. Hey, you did pretty good. Good shit. Oh, man, I'm supposed to do 2 more times.
Phantom will come for you when night falls.
Oh no. Why oh no? Should have gotten top 10%. Top 2% is within top 10%. What? So today's stream, right? I want to watch ZXS's team building video. I'll see how he feels about it. Nikke team building. Alright, let's go full auto. I'm not even gonna bother reading the screen. Boom. Went the arcade game for some gems. Oh, I got an idea for you. Earn $5 one way or another, and then buy from the shop. It's much faster than doing some gems. I swear to God. Not even joking.
How do I look? Sexy? Down with those who would threaten the kingdom. Will thou come view the flowers? Up ahead. Commence firing.
That's how grits get.
Commander, the disruptive elements have been removed. May we continue
How are you
our
doing?
date now?
That'll break your free-to-play account. Alright, fair. Can't wait for the next event banner. To be absolutely clear, the Resident Evil collab ends on the 21st. On the 24th is the announcement live stream, which means between the 21st and 28th, there's gonna be an event, I think. There's no way they don't have any event slotted for that 1 week, so yeah. They're gonna put the ultimate bait next week. Watch out, gang. Alright. So we're done with Nikke for today.
How do I look?
Oh my god.
Will you join me, subordinate? Time has come. Let's give it our all. Let's finish this.
What? Oh, I thought she survived.
Commander, the disruptive elements have been removed. May we continue our date now?
Alright, so today's stream, I want to check out ZX's video, a guide to team building. Let me find it. Safari. Alright, let's check it out. I don't think this is going to be a very good video because I don't really trust ZX's opinion on Nikke team building, but let's see if whether he's right or not. Alright, let's go.
Nikke is about to start, and your boy is going to try to get a lot of you guys right, mainly the newer players who come into Nikke, or
This is from 11 months ago.
even some of the older players who still aren't aware of all the things in Nikke. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to properly build a team in Nikke. Now, before the video begins,
You don't watch it?
can we try to
Normally I
get,
don't too.
let's say 100 likes on this video, and then maybe 10 new subscribers. Yesterday, you guys killed and smashed the like and subscriber goal, so thank you guys all for that. I love the fact that you guys actually do care and listen to, you know, just these little small requests I ask for you guys to put out these videos for you guys, right? You guys mean a lot to me, so I appreciate all the support.
Do you want
And
drama,
also,
babe?
if there is anything
I
that
get
you
it.
are struggling with in Nikke that you want me to discuss and teach you guys about, since your boy is what I guess there. The fact that we don't have those good posters on these walls is killing me. I don't like the fact that there's nothing on that wall, and that's such a
Good
big part
posters,
of
don't
it.
you mean
You
Guna
guys can
posters?
see. Same as
Let's
this
go.
wall here. We're gonna have to really upgrade this thing for real, but yeah, the room is still in development. But now on to the actual video. Now, team building in Nikke isn't the same as any other game where you can just put characters on a team and go about your day. Unfortunately, this is actually a game where you have to consider who you're putting on your team and what character type you're putting on your team. So in Nikke, there are 3 different types of characters. You have your burst 1 characters, your burst 2 characters, and then your burst 3 characters.
Yeah.
And all these characters have to be on your team. Now, the reason why you need to have a burst 1, a
What's up,
burst 2,
Andre?
and a
Hello.
burst 3 character on your team is because
Jaspas has Fire Asuka as the best collab unit over Win Asuka. Truly a list of all time. Damn.
Every single character in Nikke has
He's not degen enough for me. Hey, stop flirting with me lah. No talking. Ayo. Why you flirting all the time? Ayo. Make a boy feel special, huh? Pervert. Degen. Ayo.
2 skills and a burst skill, and the burst skill is the most important thing in Nikke. It's actually a major factor in terms of building a team, and the burst skills are essentially ultimates that are going to help you actually do a lot more damage and get a power boost called full burst time. Now, the only way you're able to get a full burst time in Nikke is if you activate a burst 1 character's burst skill, a burst 2 character's burst skill, and a burst 3 character's burst skill all in one sequence. Now, you can run teams in this game that only have burst 1 and 2 characters, but by not having a burst 3 character means that you're not going to be able to ever get to that 3rd burst skill, meaning you're not going to be able to get to that full burst time. And you can also run burst 2 and burst 3 characters in this game, but not having that burst 1 character is not going to allow you to use your burst skill. And you guys might be a bit confused for the newer players. Let me explain it to you. So it's very simple. It's kind of just like how numbers go. You have 1, then you have 2, then you have 3. So in order to actually get to the burst 2 burst skill, you actually have to use a burst 1 burst skill. You cannot just use a burst 3 burst skill whenever you want. You cannot just use a burst 2 burst skill whenever you want. You have to use a burst 1 burst skill to unlock the 2nd burst skill, which would then be burst 2, right? And then once you unlock the burst 2 burst skill, then you unlock burst 3. So you use burst 1 to unlock 2, you use burst 2 to unlock 3, and then you use burst 3 to unlock the full time burst. And that's how you get your massive team buff to doing more damage during these full burst times.
Okay.
Now, you are able to get a full burst basically every 20 seconds, and this is an important factor because some of the characters in this game do not have 20-second cooldown burst skills. A lot of them do have 40-second cooldowns. Now, how do you fix that? It's quite simple. If you are going to be adding a character with a 40-second cooldown,
This video is quite dry in my opinion. It feels like there needs to be some art on the screen right now. But maybe I'm just a gooner. Right? Maybe just a gooner.
burst skill to your team, it is best that you bring another version of them onto your team. So for example, if I bring a burst 3 character and they have a 40-second cooldown, it makes the most sense that I bring another burst 3 character with a 40-second cooldown, so I alternate between the two. And the same thing goes for burst 1, and the same thing also goes for burst 2, right? Because you do need 20 seconds every burst.
I can't wait until the upcoming event. Burst 2 CDR healing damage buffer. Yes, that's all we need.
If they do not have 20 seconds, you're going to need another character to kind of fill in that slot. Here, let me show you guys exactly what I mean, right?
Too much talking, not enough infographics. It's from 11 months ago. He has become a better video editor nowadays. Alright.
So Dorothy here is a 20-second cooldown character, and so is Crown here. These two characters right here are 20-second burst.
I can't help but admire his voice though. These two characters down here, the first two characters. Back in my day, a man used to be a man, and
characters, right? But Modernia here and Scarlet here are 40-second cooldown characters, right? I could run this team and
voice
be
mods,
fine, but now I have one extra slot, right? And that could literally be whoever you wish. Since we have our burst 1 who's a 20-second and our burst 2 who's a 20-second, and then we have our 2 40-seconds for our burst 3, that is fine. Now burst 3 characters, every single burst 3 character has a 40-second burst skill, so it's always best to bring a minimum of 2 burst 3 characters. Now you can bring 1, but you do need specific characters to only bring 1, right? There are certain characters in this game who have something called cooldown reduction that help you bring your cooldown from 40 seconds to a lower number so that you are able to use your burst skill a lot faster, right? But if you don't have these characters, then yes, you do need a minimum of 2 burst 3 characters on your team.
All right.
Now what if I have a character who's on a 40-second burst skill for like burst 2, let's say like Polly, right? Polly is a character who's on a 40-second cooldown for burst 2 to enter burst 3, right? Now if I run a team like this, that last slot can be whoever I want, yes, because I have my minimum of 2 burst 3 characters. I have a 20-second burst 1 character, but I do have a 40-second burst 2 character. It is in my best interest to bring another burst 2 character, whether they're 40 seconds or 20 seconds, so that I am able to rotate between those 2 burst skills. It's the exact same as the burst 3. Anybody who's on a 40-second, you're basically rotating them with another character who's on a 40-second or a 20-second cooldown of said burst, right? So in burst 2 case, we're gonna bring Senti, who's on a 20-second cooldown, right? So now it's going to alternate between these two, where I can just bring Senti and then I don't have to alternate between the two, and my last slot can be
Just bro, I want to see my dark side. Send it over, bro.
whoever the hell I want. And again, the same thing goes for burst 1. So if you do have a burst 1 or burst 2 or burst 3 on a 40-second cooldown, it is in your best interest to bring a minimum of 2 of them, just so you can alternate. Now there are some characters in this game that actually re-enter a burst, and what that means is that they re-go into the same burst that they've used.
Okay.
So for example, this Alice here, she re-enters the burst 1 stage,
Okay.
meaning that you're going to use her burst skill, and then rather than her jumping to a burst 2 to then go to a burst 3, she's actually going to go back to a burst 1. So you would use her burst skill and then you would go to a burst 1 character again. So with characters like this, you're going to have to forcefully bring burst 1 characters, and they have some burst 2 characters like this as well, but any character that re-enters their burst stage, you're literally forced to bring another burst so that you can continue this.
Listening to him talk makes me feel a little bit like every time someone throws a guide video on me, I always, what you rank, Lamau? I'm sure alright, let's go.
Cycle, right? If I only bring Alice here and I do not have another burst 1, I'm not going to be able to get to burst 2 because I have re-entered the burst 1 stage. And again, that's for any characters who have the text re-enters burst 1 or burst 2 stage, right? You need to re-bring that character. That's what that means essentially. Now in terms of actual team building, it's kind of hard to do because everybody has something different, but what I like to do is I always like to have my burst 1 being either a support, so a buffer or a healer. I like having my burst 2 be some type of tank, so someone who can kind of keep me sustained, or a sub DPS, which is
All streamers should have a rank badge. I don't mind at all.
someone who's supporting and still doing damage. And then my burst 3 characters are usually
I would be a top scoring
always
tank top wearer.
going to be DPS. At least 2 of them are going to be. And then that last slot character is always going to be a flexible character, right? So for example, Litter is a support character, so my support is covered, right? Where Senti is a defense character, so my defense is covered, right? And then obviously when it comes to Scarlet and Modernia, these are DPS characters. So now I have my supportive character, my defensive character, and then my 2 DPSs. My last slot can be anybody I wish, since I am also covering the burst 1 with a 20-second, the burst 2 with a 20-second, and then my both of my
I don't know why the way he's talking right now makes me want to fall asleep. It's like, okay, so it's gonna be burst 1 and then burst 2 and then burst 3, and then if you burst 1 and burst 2, you cannot do burst 3 next until it resets itself. Bro!
burst 3s who are on a 40-second cooldown. So my last slot can be another DPS, or it can just be a healer, like where's Rapunzel, right? Rapunzel, she's a good healer. She could be, the last slot is a flexible slot, right? You just need to make sure that 4 out of 5 characters for your team actually is covering what you need, right? So what do you need to cover? Make sure that you have an efficient burst rotation.
A real
You're able
baldage.
to go into burst 1, 2, and 3 every 20 seconds, right? Regardless of what type of characters you're having on your team. Make sure you have your DPS so that you can do damage. If you need a tank,
Okay,
make
but
sure
the
you have
viewers
your
who
tank.
to
If you
correct
need
me
support,
always
make
make
sure
me
you have
huh?
your support. And then obviously once you have all that covered, then your last slot character can be
Probably
whoever
need
you
some
want
live
it to be,
demonstration.
right? Usually a lot of people add an extra additional DPS
Yeah.
just so that they can chuck off HP, but it could be literally whoever you
Oh my god, he talks me into a hypnotizing state. My god. Okay, he also did what other videos he did? Where's the team building guide part 2? Is there none? I'm still not in. I'm not big on what's the name of the character? I don't know. I'm not feeling certain characters like Jill. I still think classic Isabel with Arcana. Yeah. Nice stuff. Good stuff. Fantastic stuff.
which is this right here. We're going into her burst skill right now.
Right. I clicked wrongly. I want to know what people think. Should you summon Absolute? Let's go. Let's check it out.
All right, y'all. So we are here on YouTube live. I am live every day from Monday to Friday at 12 p.m. EST, unless something comes up. But you guys can catch me live if you want to be a part of these videos or anything like that. That's what we do: account wars, account healings, all that stuff. Which I don't know if we're doing in today's stream, chat. If not today, then tomorrow, guaranteed. But oh no, not tomorrow actually, because we have the update tomorrow. So maybe the next day. I don't know. But I want to talk about if you should be summoning for, you know, the brand new characters, Emma, Vesti, Inoue. Obviously, I think we've all seen what they do now, and a lot of people are a bit upset. A lot of people are like, you know, happy about it. A lot of people are just like annoyed with it and stuff like that. Now, one thing that I am right now is a bit annoyed, not even with the game, just with people. Like, at the end of the day, you can love Nikke, but don't be a shill. Don't be a shill for their nonsense.
Yes.
Like, I've gotten about 3, 4, 5 comments, even on Twitter, about people asking me, like, they're like, why are you mad? Why are you mad? Why are you mad
about what?
about 3 banners? I'm not mad about 3 banners because I wasn't upset when Asuka, Ray, and Maru dropped. I was not upset when I had no reason to be upset about 3 banners if I wasn't upset back then, right? Now, a lot of people are upset because essentially you need to summon for all 3 characters. It's just how it is. You need to summon for all 3 characters. It's the same thing as Blanc in Noir, but instead of there being 2 characters, there's 3 characters. Now, you guys already know my stance. A lot of you guys attacked me when I made the same comment when Blanc came out, right? Blanc, I hated the fact that Blanc needed another specific character.
Huh?
I hated it. Yeah,
that's the
Blanc
only
was
reason.
Good, Noir was good. I used them all the time. But I did hate the fact that you had to summon for a whole nother character. And I made multiple videos on that. Go on my channel. It's up. And if you think I'm not, go on my channel. Everything is over there. Now 3 characters is crazy when you're telling me we need to basically summon for all 3 of them.
I fell asleep.
Right? Now let me break this down for you. I think they're great. I think if you are a player of Nikke who,
I don't know, man. I feel like team building in Nikke is very specific. I agree with that. But more importantly than all, you need to learn the damage calculation formula, which apparently is not written down anywhere. But yeah, you know, I'm sure it'll appear in real life.
owns this new Emma, a player who owns this new Inoue, and a player who owns this new Vesti, it's worth it if you own all 3 of them. They're good, they're powerful, they're strong. Essentially, the team comp is gonna be Emma, Inoue, Rappy, Red Hood, Vesti, and then freaking D-Killer Wife, a full fire team. So you have that cooldown reduction as well, right?
Okay.
If you don't want D-Killer Wife, you could put in freaking Helm, but I would suggest D-Killer Wife just for cooldown reduction, because that's what this team lacks, right? But my whole point is, if you put them all together like how Nikke wants you to, they're good. I'm not gonna sit here and say they're mid.
Yeah.
They're good. We've seen the numbers they do from their little PV.
Yeah.
These characters hit hard. Yes, they do hit hard. They do hit very hard. Not to mention they're buffing up the best character in the game, which is Rappy, because she also has projectile explosions.
The fuck?
The problem is, when it comes to Emma, you need a character who has the AS formation. The only character in the game who has the AS formation is Inoue, right? And
you can completely ignore the damage formula and test every composition versus specific cases. You can, but you know, if it's very far from the top damage, then it's like
the problem with that is that Emma's entire kit kind of gets cucked if you do not have this AS formation. Because if you don't have this AS formation, anytime a boss comes on, every enemy is going to taunt Emma, and she has no sustain in terms of protecting herself. Healing is not going to keep you alive.
You can even roughly calculate it. Yeah.
You, because you have no damage reduction, no shield, no nothing like that, healing is not going to save you when you're dead. I'm just keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying?
No, true.
And this exposure is undispellable, but the only way you can have the exposure taunt remove is if you have the AS formation, which only Inuwa owns. Another thing is her first part of her kit, intervals is every 30 seconds. That means for the first 10 seconds it's gonna proc, then you have to wait 20 seconds before all this procs again. What they're saying is if you have Inuwa, you don't have to wait 20 seconds and the character has 100% uptime with the first skill. Not to mention if you have Inuwa, all allies get true damage.
That's
all
Emma
allies
from the
get
ads.
a
future version of her.
damage buff continuously, and then she also fixes herself up. So Emma 100% needs Inuwa. Right, 100% needs Inuwa, or she's just completely like, it's just a bad character. I feel like if you have her with Inuwa, she's a godlike character. If you don't have her with Inuwa, she's a bad character. I think we're about to see a very good burst 1 character, but the problem with Emma is that she's only a good burst 1.
How long ago was this? 2 months ago.
Inuwa and Vesti.
Nah.
They're never going to use Emma and Inuwa and not have Vesti on that team as well. Get what I'm saying?
Okay, don't listen to him, guys.
Now,
Don't listen to him. Alright, well, I wanted to play longer, but I'm just too tired and I just keep falling asleep. So, thank you guys very much for watching today's stream. Sorry it's a little bit on the short side, but I'm so tired. So tired right now. Yeah, so please take care of yourselves. And I will be on the Discord for a while more, just yapping a little bit. But other than that, I'm gonna go rest. Good night, gang.